time is it? Oh crap. Alright, let's go. Hello everybody, my name is Story of Games and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about school. Now what can be so interesting about school? Well, I'm not really talking about the interests, I'm just talking about like the history or my history with school and what courses I'm taking and what I think about it. Obviously I go to a new school now, so a lot of things are different. Anyways guys, if you like this video,
Smash that thumbs up button.
we're looking for 3 likes on this video like always, and I'll see you there. Okay, let's get this out of the way first. I live in a city now, so it's a little bit more complicated than a town. The reason why is because I basically live 2 hours away from my school than 15 minutes away. That is a huge problem because, you know, I can't just walk to school or I'll be late. Especially by the different time zones and stuff like that, how I have to get to school now. I have to get to school at like 8:50 when classes start. Weird time, like why not round it up to 9 or something like that. But I heard it's even worse for like people in Quebec. They have to go at school like 8:30. My mother would absolutely like freak out and would always be late if it was 8:30. Like that's a little bit ridiculous, Quebec. Goddamn, calm down. But we also end at like 3:08. Now at my old school it was pretty lenient. We went at 9. Our classes start at 9. And what's it called? Oh, and the school ended at like 2:30 something, 2:38 I think it was. This school ends at 3:08. Now I know it's not much of a big deal, but for me it's like, oh man, it takes forever to get the classes through the day, man. There's also other stuff to get to, like the school. For example, I could take
the transit bus.
But I don't like the transit bus because I don't know how to use it, for one. I bet I could just, like, see someone use it. My parents explained it to me 2 different ways, so that also makes it confusing. And number 2, I could take the bus. Now, or no, I can't take the bus. There we go. I can't take the school's bus because it's all booked up. I don't really get it because, you know, there's a lot less students at this school than there was even at the Chetwynd school, and this is a city, and that's like a town. So you see why I'm kind of shaking my head there. I guess, like, the school buses share schools, and that's why they're all booked up, but I don't really get it too much. Well, my first day of school, it went kind of something like this. I walked into, like, the school, right? And obviously, I don't know where to go. My mother's like, yeah, have a good day at school. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And I go into the office, and I'm like, hey, where am I supposed to go? And they're like, oh, yeah, go to the automatory or whatever they call it, the theater area. I forgot what it's called. It's like A something. But I don't know. But she's like, oh, are you transferred from Chetwynd or whatever? Are you transferred grade 11? I'm like, yeah, I am. Can you, like, show me around a little bit? It's like, I can show you to the theater thing. She guides me to the theater thing. I go there, and she's like, yeah, take a seat wherever. Seats are all full. I have to, like, squeeze through people. I see this one seat up close, but I have to, like, go really close to the stage, and I'm like, people are going to be looking at me. So I go there, and I take the one straight up the edge. I don't even bother to move over, because I might make a distraction, and that's annoying when people talk, and then people are just stop for you. I don't think that really has happened for anybody else, but I don't know. It's quite weird for me. Especially if this is, like, a new school and stuff, and you don't want to get a weird reputation. But anyways, you know, listen through, it's all done. And I don't really know where to go after that. Like, they give me an hour lunch break. I'm freaking outside. I eat everything in like 20 minutes. 15 minutes. I'm like, oh, what to do for like 45 minutes? I walk around the school. I'm like, hey, does lunch usually have 1 hour? Because that would be awesome because I could walk places. But they're like, nah, we'll keep it to like 30 minutes. Oh, yeah, by the way, recess also ends like 10 minutes. I'm like, 10 minutes? Frick, man. It's a little bit like, the one thing I wish from the schools is that they got rid of the recess and then added it onto the lunch so people had like 40 or 45-minute lunches. That would be cool. That would be awesome. Instead of, this pointless recess that I don't even like on the recesses nowadays, I don't even like see them as a concern. I go to my next class and wait for like 5 minutes and then the bell rings. I'm like, yeah, see? Like, what's the point of a recess if it's going to end in like 5-10 minutes and I barely have any time to do anything? It's supposed to be a break, but I don't really see it. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about the school thing, wasn't I? Well, there's really nothing to say about it. I went to my homeroom and then that was really it. I went to my homeroom and the frickin' teacher, the homeroom teacher gave me things. I met with a counselor, because, you gotta book a counselor for everything in, the whole frickin' school. There we go. There's like a bunch of counselors there and they help you with your courses and stuff. It's hard to book appointment the first time with them though, really hard. Like I had trouble getting my courses through, but I finally got them all through. I got P, Plan in 10. I'll discuss why I have Plan in 10 because I'm in grade 11. That might be a little bit weird. I have NW Math 12. I'll explain that too. And I have civics. I hate civics. But anyways, for planning, for the Plan 10, it's basically just, I couldn't do it last time. Now, I didn't fail it. It's basically, I did cooking instead because there was no room for me in, like, the Plan in 10 area for, like, the second semester. They kind of canceled it, so I had to move classes to home ec. I still got credits for that, and it was pretty cool, but I had to redo grade 10. Or, re-10. Planning, there we go, goddamn. But I had to redo that. It's going to be a pain, but it's one of the most easiest classes in the world, and especially this one, because they're just like, yeah, open the book. Oh, yeah, what's your personality? And then you just guess a bunch of answers. You don't even have to take them seriously. I take them seriously because, whatever. I don't even think about them that much, though. So I just like, oh, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And then write out which learning style you're better at and stuff like that. Pretty easy stuff. Especially, like, on the second week, we, like, watched a movie for, like, 2 days. And had to write, like, a sentence? Or, no, yeah, a sentence why I like the movie. So, yeah, you tell Plan 10's pretty easy. I'll just breeze through it pretty easily. P is pretty easy, too. It's a little bit more extreme. And what I mean by extreme, I'm taking competitive P. Now, if you don't know what competitive P is, there's regular competitive. Competitive is where you do more exercises. Now, I thought we play more like games and stuff like that, but that's not how it goes. It's more exercise than there are games. If we're playing games, it's strictly ultimate frisbee, soccer, or basketball. We haven't played baseball yet or any other sport besides that. It's a little bit strict on that mind. Civics is the hard one. The reason why civics is hard is because I wanted to take socials 11, like
A normal student, but
obviously people are more smarter than they look, and they took it before I did. And they're like, oh, if you can't get into civics, which one would you rather have? The First Nations one or the civics one? And I was like, civics is politics, so I'll take that because I did a lot of politics in socials 10. I took it, and oh my god. Like, okay, it's not bad if we were just learning about, like, Canada, like the government. But he wants us to do freaking stuff like volunteer. Now, I know that's not really a bad thing. It's a good thing. But I don't know why it's remotely connected to 25% of our mark. You heard me. 25% of our mark goes in to this freaking volunteering project, and it's like, what does it have to relate to politics? I guess, to help out your community and stuff like that. But also, I hate volunteering. I really do. Like, I don't know why. It's just not an interest that I have. And it's like, oh, well, you're a dick. Well, I'm not a dick. It's just that I don't like it because I don't like people too much. As you can tell. Like, I'm nervous just to freaking talk on this thing. Like, voice record. But yeah, civics is a thing that, I think is kind of bull crappy. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to change clips here soon. I didn't expect the video to be over 10 minutes. Usually they're not. But also it's because I'm trying to ramble on. Frick, I had like a few takes done and it was quite complicated. But now I have plenty of time, so let's just keep talking. Oh man, what was I going to discuss today? Well, oh yeah, I remember now, school. Math, A&W 11. There we go. The simplest math that you could take, easiest math, in my opinion. And I like math. I'm not a guru on it or anything like that. But it involves computers, and I like computers. Like, I've been coding and stuff like that on my laptop recently, and it's been pretty fun. I don't know. It's an interest that I have. But let's just skip on to, like, why I'm taking A&W 12. Well, there's not enough students in A&W 10 and 11, so I have to be stuck in an A&W 12 class with a bunch of other grade 12s, and I think another 11. So it's quite awkward, and especially because I'm new to this school, that I don't really understand anything. But this one's really fun. Now, I'll tell you why it's really fun. Because instead of the old math, like they're handing out worksheets and then you do it and then hand it in and then do a quiz, test, and exam.
There's none of that. It's awesome. There's no test, quizzes, and exams. The reason
why is because there's not enough people. Instead, we're doing this little fun project where we choose the subject and we're supposed to like see how we would survive it. This is like a post-apocalypse world we're living in. That's the scenario we did. So basically we live in like a shelter underground, like an underground shelter, Fallout style basically. And we gotta live there for, I don't know, 2 weeks until we come out to the surface. Now, I'm on water patrol. I'm supposed to, but I'm supposed to know how much water we need per day and how much water we use and how to get rid of the radiation and stuff. And there's also a shelter team, energy, and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Like, I never expect that from a math class. But that's what we're doing. We're just doing a basic project. No exams, no tests or anything. Just basically your own work time. It's really easy because you just research stuff about like how to purify radiated water. And if you work, you come to class and you're good. You're good. I'm probably gonna pass the class that easily. It's a little bit harder than I expected, but that's okay. Also, they're kind of doing it a business thing. I don't really get it. It's like, oh, if you come 3 days late, we're gonna kick you out of the class. They're running it like a job that I think is like kind of bullcrappy. Especially, but you can call in and say, hey, I can't come. Sorry, I knocked my mic. You can't come because, or I can't come because freaking, I don't know, my turtle died. Well, that's not a good excuse, but say you gotta go to a funeral or some other city or whatever. And they'll be like, oh, okay. So I just got call in when I'm not there. Anyways, those classes are kind of easy besides the civics one that I explained is bullcrap and I hate working with people. That's why I thought it was bullcrappy. We also did a quiz on freaking civics. That sucked. Because, like, I didn't know it. But it's only like 2% of our grade. The reason for that is like, oh, where are you? And I'm like, probably going to fail this quiz, not going to lie. Like, well, we got a week to, like, know all this stuff. Like, I took notes, but I don't learn that way. I'm more of a person that listens. I'm a listener worker, and I don't know. That's how I work anyways. So, you can tell that most of my classes are pretty easy. next semester, I'm gonna have to do stuff like Chemistry 11. I forgot the rest of the stuff, though, that I had to do. I think I got a free block. Yeah, I completely forgot. But, oh no, I'm actually doing video production next time. So yeah, see? Falls with YouTube and stuff. And this video off, I wanted to say that I actually found a little bit of interesting clubs. Now, now these clubs are kind of like, oh man, what do you call them? Like the clubs that you go to for fun, and then it's not all serious and stuff like that, and you don't actually have to physically join them. For example, there is an
Anime club. Yeah, you heard me right. Anime club.
I was so shocked when I saw that. And especially when they do the announcements like, hey, we're going to watch an anime, we're going to watch Full Metal Panic. I was like, oh, yo, really? And it's like, they say, rock on, otakus, and I'm like, oh, that's a little bit cringy, but it's awesome. And there's actually a lot more people there, and that's how I actually gained some, that's how I know some people actually from that school, but I don't really have any friends either. I got this one dude, but he doesn't really show up to civics that much, and I only know him through civics. So I guess taking civics was a good thing. He told me about the school and stuff like that, so that was cool. Anyways, guys, I think it's a good time to end this video off. If you guys like this video, smash that thumbs up button. Remember, we're trying to hit 3 likes in this video. And don't forget to subscribe, because why not? Anyways, guys, I'm Story Games, and